Your go-to role as far as transferring records to the high schools that your child is applying to. This sheet that Ann has provided, the application process, agenda timeline, is basically going to be your Bible. If you follow this, you won't have any trouble. There are lots of events, starting with this one for you people with younger kids, to kind of get you ready and let you know what the process is going to be. And so, by the time your child enters the fall of 8th grade, that's when the application process goes into full swing. And I will be the person that is providing records to the high schools that your child is applying to. I will also be urging them to turn in a recommendation form that, the high schools will contact me and say, yikes, we're missing a math recommendation for so-and-so. I'm really your records girl, and I'll send out lots of reminders and do a lot of hand-holding, and I will, always be here to answer questions.
She does that for me too.
Can I ask you a quick question on the references? And
Yes.
I'm sorry if I was throwing my over. Is it recommended that we pursue 7th grade teachers or wait for 8th grade teachers, or did you already answer that if I missed it and does it matter?
For recommendations,
Yeah.
it's usually 8. That's what the high schools request.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Jessica.
Thank you. So my angle was sort of what to expect, and specifically what to expect from Orchard, which is it's a big topic. I think the first thing to talk about, and I think Lucy will hit on this a little more, is you should expect a little anxiety. This is much like the college applications process in microcosm, and it is a source of stress and worry for the kids, and it is for parents too. As I said in the Highway to High School 1, and for the benefit of those of you who weren't there, this is another aspect of adolescence that is like a roller coaster ride. And what I said 2 weeks ago was that it's our job as the adults to not be on the roller coaster with them. Some of us, we can be prone to being in the front car with our hands over our head, and we need to resist that urge, right? We have to be the equanimity, we have to be the anchor during this process. Much like the college admissions process, this will all work out, and it'll work out fine. Orchard kids are very much in demand by area admissions officers, and they usually wind up having their choice of where they go to high school. Another thing to expect from Orchard, as you heard, is a faculty that knows your child, that can advise on high school fit, and that can write meaningful and authentic recommendations for kids, and that's a huge strength. I write some of them, I read quite a few of them. They know your children, and they capture who the child is and what the child can bring to a learning community. You also heard you get, another thing you can expect from Orchard is many years of expertise, myself excluded, but this session is not a one-off, right? All of these people are available to you and will be available to you through the process, and you should reach out and you should take advantage of that, because there's a lot of experience. The third thing that I re-emphasize is students who are prepared and in demand. There is no question that the admissions officers with whom we have really pretty close relationships, I think it's safe to say, very much desire to have Orchard kids in their high school communities, and that's a terrific position to be in. As I mentioned, I have started, the relationships with area high schools pre-existed. I have started to visit those high schools, get a sense of what they're like, meet the admissions officers, so that I can contribute in the way that Marcia spoke about, in terms of finding the best fit. Schools do have personalities, they do have an ethos, a sort of environment, and matching up your child with the best fit is really ultimately our goal. And so those, I think, are the three things that you can expect from Orchard, and I think it's safe to say we're pretty good at placing kids in high schools, and then they're very successful when they get there. So that's my thumbnail.